Anyway, I'm going to do, before I get started, a little more prep work here. Gonna take my rosin core solder and I'm actually going to cut it. Now, I'll show you what I mean. I got my little razor blade here, box cutter, and I'm just going to cut this rosin core solder in little discs, maybe about 32nd of an inch. You don't need them to be that big, because you don't need that much solder to hold down the rail. And you can probably see what I got here. These little discs. Let's see if I can stick one on here, the end of this. Come on, behave, behave. I'm probably going to have to get a picture. Throwing a picture, but you kind of see what I mean. Kind of get the idea. You've got this little disc here. Got a whole bunch of them. You're going to need a fair amount. Like I say, probably about a 32nd of an inch, and I got a bunch of them already cut in this little holder there. Okay, now we're ready to solder the stock rail on. Alright, I've got my iron all good and hot. I'm going to solder the straight stock rail first. Let me see if I can get this a little bit more in focus for you. Let's zoom, zoom. That's a bit better. Alright, so you can see here I had filed the base off right here. Got the notch where the point's going to go, the end of the point. I'm going to place it on the template so that the notch is about in the middle between these two ties there, right there. All right, and I'm going to line up the edge of the base, kind of eyeball it, line of sight with the line, the track line that's drawn. Right there. Okay. Do that. Now what I'm going to do, about right, okay. Let's take one of these little discs and keep your razor handy, because it comes in handy for skewering. Oops, I was making a liar out of me. For skewering these little discs like that. Oops, a little blurred. Sorry about that. Okay, and I'm going to place this disc right at, see, I'm not getting much cooperation here. Whoops, we'll try this. Okay, right at the base of the rail. So that's resting partly on the copper tie, and partly on the base of the rail. Okay. And I think I've got some close-up shots handy for that. And I'm going to take my soldering iron, which has been heating up for a while now, and I'm just going to touch it like that. There. Nice, clean joint. And the fact that you spent the time to cut the solder into discs gives controlled amounts of solder, so you don't overdo it, and it gives just enough to secure the rail to the PC tie. Now, I'm going to go over here, jump over here and solder over here, because right here you've got a little bit of a gap between the side of the rail and the line on the template. Well, that's because we filed the base away. So you're going to solder, do line of sight again, base of the rail with the line drawn on the PC. Okay. Sorry, had to zoom out. I just realized I'm the only one that's doing this. I don't have a cameraman, so I start losing track of whether you folks can even see me anymore. Anyway, what you're going to do is, instead of soldering, you're not going to solder here. You're not going to put solder on the inside here, because you don't want that interfering with the point resting against the stock rail. So you're going to do is sight along the line on the template, the base of the rail, where you actually have a good rail base where you haven't filed it away. I'm going to take another little disc, put it right there. Again, partly on the base, partly on the tie, and just touch it real quick. There. Now we're going to go ahead and probably over every other tie, just work our way up the length of the turnout.